DA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State and TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And the Bengals grab it. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Right to the air is Burrow. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. That's Foley Fadukasi who got in there and finished off the play. How about the defense there trying to set the tone on the very first play of the game?
Yeah, there's a little bit of a glow here tonight because they brought the heat right out of the gate. What a good job establishing a tone for this one.
To try again after the sack. Burrow. This goes out wide from Mixon. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into a huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr.
And he's going to be brought down about the 16.
That was a heck of an effort to stop him just short of the marker, but now they're going to need another big play on 4th down on defense, I believe, because offensively, they went from 3rd and long to now it's a go situation here on 4th and inches.
They'll run with Mixon. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call.
Well, that's what's called being aggressive right there. But I don't know that it's reckless. I think it's much more of a message, hey, defense, I believe in you in case we don't get it. And offense, trying to let them know he believes in them as well.
I like it. Your first drive of the game in plus territory, be aggressive. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points.
This is why a lot of play callers love play action in this spot. You just want to freeze the linebackers just for a second. Then you got a chance to get a quick pass into your tight end right behind them for a touchdown.
Evan McPherson now for the PAT. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10. Just shy of the 30. Now Etienne to start the drive. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now Lawrence. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw taken in by Ridley here. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far, running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out to it, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Mike Hilton, always dangerous on the corner blitz, and he gets the sack. Decided to keep it that time on the option, got out left, but the defense was right there.
And you know what happened on that play, right? Because the defense, as you said, not letting him get upfield, no place for him to ever duck his shoulders and turn upfield and gain yardage, had to keep moving out laterally. Nice play by the defenders.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's football 101, isn't it? Tip your cap to the rookie. He knocked that one away, but he better not relax. They're going to test him all game long.
Riley Patterson now on for the field goal. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. Patterson's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives, and they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And this will be incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. That'll give him 8 that time. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Drew Chrisman now. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game.
And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up 2nd down.
I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Called it a very strong gain of 24.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Second and 3, and they trail 7-3, but getting close to changing that. And this defense hoping to limit them to a field goal to preserve the lead. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
They go play action with Lawrence. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so you can only go so far outside. And they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man. Sammy Sideline, right?
Sammy Sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over, and it's a big kick. But now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd and 7. Burrow looking for the end zone. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd. A great play there. 28 yards as his guys are able to extend their lead. The fly route works for the TD grab.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And they were in field goal range last time out but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. A give running right, ETN. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Lawrence, he'll get this out to the flat for ETN. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
After one, a 14-3 ball game. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Here's Lawrence to throw. And able to find Kirk complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
Well, they've certainly gotten him involved in this first half, and on 3rd down, they looked his way again. And what a delight for his quarterback to find him and keep the drive moving.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. Flush to his right. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
They go play action now. Lawrence. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, They've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. From the gun, it's Lawrence. He'll drop this one off with ETN. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Patterson's kick is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So the margin shrinks a bit as back-to-back drives here for him and with field goals.
Yeah, we know no one's turning down 3, especially in the first half, but you've got to finish these drives in the end zone. That's got to be a priority. Nice to have a reliable kicker, but outside of his agent, you know you'd rather him kick 1-pointers instead of 3-pointers.
Let's play now, baby. Let's play. Here we go. Let's focus in on what we got to do here. Let's go.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
And he sidestepped one man, but reinforcements come to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. You don't see that a ton, do you? With the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
After the sack on 1st down, Burrow, he's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Buying time to his left. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offensive coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday you press it a little bit. This might be the case.
They'll get it across the 35. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On 2nd down, ETN once more. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll run with ETN. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd and 11 now. Lawrence, and completes it to Kirk over the middle. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Play action. It's Lawrence. And one more time, here's Kirk. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Well, this might very well have been 4-down territory, but that's not going to matter now. They get a nice throw there on 3rd down, and they're able to keep the drive going.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Lawrence. Flushed, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Lawrence. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. Lawrence will throw. And Ingram holds it in. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 24-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
back to the ground with ETN.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Lawrence.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
And the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. They will throw on first down with Burrow. The pass to Boyd, and he brings it in on the crossing route.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down.
From the 22, Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon.
And he'll get nothing out of that one. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one good for 24 yards.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And Burrow going to throw again. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. This is Mixon on the draw. They find some open field here. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
Play a little aggressive, baby. Let's go, boy.
Now Burrow on first down. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Second and 2.
Now it's Burrow. Open man is Higgins.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead here to 17-6.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. Taking it about the 1.
So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And the Bengal offense ready to go here to start the third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many.
And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
T. Higgins,
78 yards.
And the Bengals come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone.
Let's go, man. Play smart, baby. Come on, let's go. Let's dominate this. Show them what you got. Let's roll. Let's do this. Hey, come on now. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Let's go. It's game time. And let's go. Let's go.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
He'll get this to the 24, and it's second down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
From the 24, Lawrence.
Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Lawrence's throw into the hands of Kirk.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there.
And he lost the football. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
It reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
Straight ahead, Etienne.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Another tote for Etienne.
And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Well, that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
Here's Lawrence.
This will be caught just inside the 10.
And the Jaguars are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
But with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on 3rd down.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Calvin Ridley, a 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Jaguars are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
On the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6. Is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mixing up the middle. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
They force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. The Bengals bring out their punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll start on the ground. ETN.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Now Lawrence to throw.
Finds his tight end Ingram. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. And out now, here come the Bengals.
This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you can tend to play the field position game.
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. They're passing here. Joe Burrow
over the middle. That's caught by Chase.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And give him a gain of 37.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And that one complete once again to Higgins.
And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the back of the end zone, but too high. Over everybody and incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Over the middle to Smith. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. To the air again, Burrow. Over the middle, it's complete.
And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Josh Allen, the blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
Well, surprise, surprise. 1st and goal at the 1. No quarterback sneak, no running play. They decide to throw for it, but the pressure got to him quickly and put the quarterback down.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. Gets past one man. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Were you as surprised as I was that they actually ran it on 2nd down there? I thought that they would go ahead and throw it in every situation here.
Yeah, they've thrown for 3 touchdown passes. Now here, I think they probably go back to the air.
Yeah, I think so. But ordinarily, 2nd down is when you run your play fake, your play action, show run, and throw the ball. Now they brought up 3rd down and have to throw it anyway.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So 3 points, a response there to that opening touchdown of this 3rd quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the 2nd half and take over.
Get him going, baby. Oh, let's turn it up. Let's go do this thing, baby. It's showtime, baby. It's one play at a time, baby. Let's fucking see what we gotta do here. Let's go, baby.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
From the 30 on second down, Lawrence. And his throw here's incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Lawrence. And able to find Kirk complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Going old reliable there to the slot on third down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence, because how do you cover? Do you go with a bigger guy to try and use size? Got to try to go with a quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th.
The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Logan Wilson
from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. This is caught. It's Kirk. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 44-yard line. Give them 22 there on the third down conversion. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
ETN up the middle. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lawrence.
He'll get this out to the flat for ETN.
Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
On first down, right back to ETN.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Across the line and to the ball quickly there, Trey Hendrickson.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Now on 2nd and 13, Lawrence. That's caught on the left side by Kirk.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Lawrence on third down. And Ingram hauls it in. And he will have a Jaguars first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, if you're going to give out a little applause on that play, it has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's a give to Etienne. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, here's Etienne. 60 yards rushing now, as he's done it on 22 carries.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. And they'll run with Etienne. A good run on 1st down, and now they contemplate a 2nd and goal situation.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They hand off to their big tight end. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Etienne will score. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. We may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And, partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big-time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Bengals set to take over. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Now it's Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he is going to have a Bengals first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Well, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down. Burrow will throw. He finds his running back, Mixon. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good. Solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield goes underneath. Nice gain.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down, dumps it off, gains good yardage anyway. Really well executed.
Burrow, he's got Smith here. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Burrow looking to pass. Open man is Chase, complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Complete. Smith has it. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. A handoff running left, Mixon. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 49 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. You can really tell right now both sides have amped up the aggressiveness. That time, the offense winning the aggression battle.
And the defense was obviously aiming for the football, maybe a little bit more so than the runner himself, and that's why he was able to break through and get the gain that he did.
Back to Mixon on 1st down. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Again, it's Mixon. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts.
That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on third down. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they take a knee. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble. Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.